minutes late to our meeting. By the time I arrived, the whole area had been barricaded. Apparently, there was a terrorist bombing at one of the hotels nearby. No, sir. Sean shook his head. They were not terrorists. It was a deliberate attack aimed at us. Fortunately, they mistimed their little explosion, though not by much. The professor's eyes grew wide. He was about to make a move to shut the door, but Adriana was quicker and braced it with her foot. You should let us in, Professor. We're here to help you. His head turned from her to Sean and back to her. Help me? Professor, we really should get in the house. You're going to have to trust us, Sean insisted. The old man appeared to consider his options for a few seconds, and then backed away from the door. The two entered, and Sean closed the door behind them after giving a quick look up and down the street. What is this all about? Firth asked with a scowl. We think someone might be trying to kill you, Adriana said. The blunt force of her words confused the professor. Kill me? Have you gone mad? Who would want to kill me? I haven't any enemies. His voice was indignant. She's right, Sean agreed. We have reason to believe that a group known as the Order of the Golden Dawn is sending someone after you. We need to get you out of here as soon as possible. Firth looked at Sean as if trying to figure out whether or not he was telling the truth. Golden Dawn? Sean nodded. The older man scoffed. They haven't been around for nearly 100 years. I know, Sean replied, but they're back, and they're after something big. Apparently, they're looking for an ancient treasure related to the 4 chambers of Akhenaten. Up until earlier today, we were ahead of them. Now, they may have caught up. Firth shook his head in disbelief, still stuck on the part where someone was coming to murder him. I don't understand. Why would anyone come after me? As far as we know, you are one of the few people who can translate this. Sean pulled a piece of paper out of his jacket and handed it to Firth. The professor reluctantly took the sheet, clearly suspicious. What is this? He asked, and started moving slowly toward the living room. He stopped under a row of track lights and pushed his spectacles up his nose a little further. It's a copy of the stone we found in Ecuador. We were going to meet with you to see if you could decipher the inscription on the back. Firth nodded slowly. This is a very ancient form of writing, he said quietly. I've only ever seen anything like this once or twice in my entire life. His voice was full of awe. Then he turned to face Sean. Where did you say you found this? Ecuador, a few weeks ago. Sean and Adriana had followed their host into the living room and were standing a few feet away. Ecuador? The man said. You're sure? Sean grinned and snorted a quick laugh. Pretty sure. I was there when we found it. The professor shook his head quickly, trying to process what he'd just heard. That makes no sense, he began. These writings come from a very ancient culture. They have only ever been found in 2 locations. Where? Sean pressed in closer. Firth shrugged. Well, one of them is an Egyptian temple, but it is a day's journey by train. That whole place is an enigma. There are a lot of strange writings and hieroglyphs there. It's unlike anything else we have unearthed thus far in this ancient land. Not surprisingly, it is the location of some of the oldest artifacts that have ever been discovered in the region. He looked down at the paper again. These symbols have no business being in South America. The professor emphasized his point by tapping the paper with his index finger. Sean nodded with a grin. I've heard that before, he commented wryly. I can tell you all about it. For now, we need to get you out of here. Where are we going? He asked. Well, that's kind of where we were hoping you could tell us. We need to know what that sheet says. You think you can work it out? The professor nodded. I already have. What do you mean, already have? Adriana jumped in. I mean, I know the exact location the sheet is talking about. The ancient temple of